Desolation Angels, a novel by Jack Kerouac. Part 1. Desolation in Solitude. Those afternoons, those lazy afternoons, when I used to sit or lie down on Desolation Peak, sometimes on the alpine grass, hundreds of miles of snow-covered rock all around, looming Mount Hoselmeen on my north, vast snowy Jack to the south, the encharmed picture of the lake below to the west, and the snowy hump of Mount Baker beyond, and to the east the rilled and ridged monstrosities humping to the Cascade Ridge, and after that first time suddenly realizing, it's me that's changed, and done all this, and come and gone, and complained, and hurt, and joyed, and yelled, not the void. And so that every time I thought of the void, I'd be looking at Mount Hoselmeen, because chair and bed and meadowgrass faced north, until I realized, Hoselmeen is the void. At least, Hoselmeen means the void to my eyes. Stark naked rock, pinnacles 1,000 feet high protruding from hunched muscles, another 1,000 feet high protruding from immense timbered shoulders, and the green pointy fur snake of my own Starvation Ridge wriggling to its awful vaulty blue smoke body rock, and the clouds of hope lazing in Canada beyond, with their tittle faces and parallel lumps and sneers and grins and lammy blanks and puffs of snout and mews of crack saying, "Hoy! Hoy, Earth!" The very top tittermost peak abominables of Hoselmeen made of black rock, and only when storms blow I don't see them, and all they do is return tooth for tooth to storm and imperturbable surl for cloud-burst mist. Hoselmeen, that does not crack like cabin rigging in the winds, that when seen from upside down, when I do my headstand in the yard, is just a hanging bubble in the illimitable ocean of space. Hoselmeen, Hoselmeen, most beautiful mountain I ever seen. Like a tiger sometimes with stripes, sun-washed rills and shadow crags wriggling lines in the bright daylight. Vertical furrows and bumps and boo, crevices, boom, sheer magnificent prudential mountain. Nobody's even heard of it, and it's only 8,000 feet high. But what a horror when I first saw that void, the first night of my staying on Desolation Peak. Waking up from deep fogs of 20 hours to a starlit night, suddenly loomed by Hoselmeen with his 2 sharp points, right in my window black. The void. Every time I'd think of the void, I'd see Hoselmeen and understand. Over 70 days I had to stare it. Yes, for I'd thought in June, hitchhiking up there to the Skagit Valley in northwest Washington for my fire lookout job, when I get to the top of Desolation Peak and everybody leaves on mules and I'm all alone, I will come face to face with God or Tathagata and find out once and for all what is the meaning of all this existence and suffering and going to and fro in vain. But instead, I'd come face to face with myself. No liquor, no drugs, no chance of faking it, but face to face with old hateful Deluo's me, and many's the time I thought I'd die, suspire of boredom, or jump off the mountain. But the days, nay, the hours dragged, and I had no guts for such a leap. I had to wait, and get to see the face of reality. And it finally comes that afternoon of August 8th, as I'm pacing in the high alpine yard on the little well-worn path I'd beaten, in dust and rain, on many a night, with my old oil lamp banked low inside the cabin with the 4-way windows and peaked pagoda roof and lightning rod point. It finally comes to me, after even tears and gnashing and the killing of a mouse and attempted murder of another, something I'd never done in my life, killing animals, even rodents. It comes in these words. The void is not disturbed by any kind of ups or downs. My God, look at Hoselmeen. Is he worried or tearful? Does he bend before storms or snarl when the sun shines, or sigh in the late day drowse? Does he smile? Was he not born out of the mad-brained turmoils and upheavals of raining fire, and now's Hoselmeen and nothing else? Why should I choose to be bitter or sweet? He does neither. Why can't I be like Hoselmeen? An old platitude, oh, hoary old platitude of the bourgeois mind. Take life as it comes. 'Twas that alcoholic biographer, W.E. Woodward, said, "There's nothing to life but just the living of it." But oh God, I'm bored. But is Hoselmeen bored? and I'm sick of words and explanations. Is Hozomine? Aurora borealis over Hozomine. The void is stiller. Even Hozomine'll crack and fall apart. Nothing lasts. It is only a faring in that which everything is, a passing through. That's what's going on. Why ask questions or tear hair or weep? The burble blear purple leer on his moor of woes, he is only a gnashing old flap with winged whiskers beminded by a fool. To be and not to be, that's what we are. Does the void take any part in life and death? Does it have funerals or birth cakes? Why not I be like the void, inexhaustibly fertile, beyond serenity, beyond even gladness, just old Jack, and not even that, and conduct my life from this moment on, though winds blow through my windpipe. This ungraspable image in a crystal ball is not the void. The void is the crystal ball itself, and all my woes, the Lankavatara scripture hairnet of fools. Look, sirs, a marvelous sad hairnet. Hold together, Jack. Pass through everything, and everything is one dream, one appearance, one flash, one sad eye, one crystal lucid mystery, one word. Hold still, man. Regain your love of life and go down from this mountain and simply be. Be. Be the infinite fertilities of the one mind of infinity. Make no comments, complaints, criticisms, appraisals, avowals, sayings, shooting stars of thought. Just flow. Flow. Be you all. Be you what it is. It is only what it always is. Hope is a word like a snowdrift. This is the great knowing. This is the awakening. This is voidness. So shut up. Live. Travel, adventure, bless, and don't be sorry. Prunes, prune, eat your prunes. And you have been forever, and will be forever. And all the worrisome smashings of your foot on innocent cupboard doors, it was only the void pretending to be a man, pretending not to know the void. I come back into the house a new man. All I have to do is wait 30 long days to get down from the rock and see sweet life again, knowing it's neither sweet nor bitter, but just what it is, and so it is. So long afternoons I sit in my easy canvas chair, facing void Hozomine. The silence hushes in my little shack. My stove is still. My dishes glitter. My firewood, old sticks that are the form of water and whelp, that I light small Indian fires within my stove to make quick meals. My firewood lies piled and snaky in the corner. My canned goods wait to be opened, my old cracked shoes weep. My pans lean, my dish rags hang. My various things sit silent around the room. My eyes ache. The wind wallows and belts at the window and upped shutters. The light in late afternoon shades and blue darks Hozomine, revealing his streak of middle red. And there's nothing for me to do but wait and breathe. And breathing is difficult in the thin high air, with west coast sinus wheezings. Wait, breathe, eat, sleep, cook, wash, pace, watch, never any forest fires, and daydream. What will I do when I get to Frisco? Why, first thing I'll get a room in Chinatown. But even nearer and sweeter I daydream what I'll do leaving day. Some hallowed day in early September. I'll walk down the trail, 2 hours, meet Phil in the boat, ride to the Ross float, sleep there a night, chat in the kitchen, start early in the morning on the Diablo boat, go right from that little pier, say hello to Walt, hitch right to Marble Mount, collect my pay my debts, buy a bottle of wine and drink it by the Skagit in the afternoon, and leave next morning for Seattle, and on, down to Frisco, then to L.A., then Nogales, then Guadalajara, then Mexico City. And still the void is still, and will never move. But I will be the void, moving without having moved. Ah, and I remember sweet days of home that I didn't appreciate when I had them. Afternoons then, when I was 15, 16, it meant Ritz Brothers crackers and peanut butter and milk at the old round kitchen table, and my chess problems or self-invented baseball games. As the orange sun of Lowell October'd slant through the porch and kitchen curtains and make a lazy, dusty shaft, and in it my cat'd be licking his forepaw, lap-lap, with tiger tongue and Q-tooth, all undergone and dust-betided. Lord. So now in my dirty, torn clothes I'm a bum in the high Cascades, and all I've got for a kitchen is this crazy battered stove with cracked stovepipe rust. Stuffed, yeah, at the ceiling, with old burlap, to keep the rats of night out. Days long ago when I could have simply walked up and kissed either my mother or my father and say, I like you, because someday I'll be an old bum in desolation and I'll be alone and sad. Oh, Hozomene, the rocks of it gleam in the down-go sun. The inaccessible fortress parapets stand like Shakespeare in the world, and for miles around not a thing knows the name of Shakespeare, Hozomene or me. Late afternoon long ago home, and even recently in North Carolina, when, to recall childhood, I did eat Ritz and peanut butter and milk at 4 and played the baseball game at my desk. And it was schoolboys in scuffed shoes coming home just like me, hungry, and I'd make them special Jack banana splits only a measly 6 months ago. But here on Desolation the wind whirls, desolate of song, shaking rafters of the earth, progenitating night. Giant bat shadows of cloud hover on the mountain. Soon dark, soon my day's dishes done, meal eaten, waiting for September. Waiting for the descent to the world again.